Hello and welcome to Way of Bayan, and English Learning Podcast. In this video today, we are discussing about very interesting topic, education. Learning English as a language can be an exciting journey. If you're an English learner with a beginner or intermediate level, Lessoning English podcast will make you fluent in English. So, let's dive into this interesting podcast. In this long English podcast, we will go deep into essential education tips that you need to hear right now. Whether you are a student, teacher, or parent, this podcast covers valuable insights and strategies to enhance your learning experience and academic success. Tune in for an enriching discussion that will leave you inspired and motivated to excel in your educational journey. Don't miss out on these valuable tips. Here, firstly, we will listen conversation about education between Sarah and Sem. So, let's start it. Without thinking anything. Hello, Sem. How have you been? Today, I want to ask some question about education.
Hey Sarah, I've been thinking about education a lot lately. What do you think is the most important aspect of education?
That's a big question. I think the most important aspect of education is teaching students how to think critically and solve problems. It's not just about memorizing facts, but about understanding concepts and applying them in real-life situations.
I agree. But do you think our current education system does a good job at that?
Not really. Many schools still focus heavily on standardized testing and rote learning. While those have their place, they often don't encourage students to think creatively or independently.
So, what can we do to improve that?
We need to change our approach to teaching, incorporating more project-based learning, where students work on real-world problems, can be very effective. Also, encouraging collaboration and critical thinking in the classroom can make a big difference.
That sounds great. But what about the role of technology in education?
Technology can be a powerful tool if used correctly. It can provide access to a vast amount of information, enable personalized learning, and facilitate communication and collaboration. However, it's important to use it as a supplement to, rather than a replacement for, traditional teaching methods.
Education? I see your point. Do you think teachers are prepared to integrate these new methods and technologies into their classrooms?
Many teachers are willing, but they need support and training. Professional development is crucial so that teachers can learn how to effectively use new tools and techniques. Schools need to invest in ongoing training and provide the necessary resources.
That makes sense. How do you think parents can support their children's education?
Parents play a crucial role. They can support their children by being involved in their education, encouraging a love of learning, and providing a supportive home environment. It's also important for parents to communicate with teachers and be active in their child's school community.
Absolutely. It sounds like improving education requires effort from everyone: teachers, students, parents, and administrators.
Exactly. It's a collaborative effort. Everyone has a role to play in creating a learning environment that fosters growth, curiosity, and a love of learning.
Thanks for the conversation, Sarah. It's given me a lot to think about.
Anytime, Sam. It's a topic that's really important to me.
Have you ever felt uninspired by your education? Have you ever questioned, the relevance of what you were learning? It's time to change your perspective on learning. Education is not just about memorizing facts and figures. It's about expanding your mind, challenging your beliefs, and discovering your passions. Every lesson, every assignment, every test is an opportunity for growth. It's not about getting the right answer. It's about asking the right questions. Think of education as a journey, not a destination. It's not about reaching the finish line. It's about enjoying the process along the way. Embrace the challenges, embrace the failures, because that's where true learning happens. It's not about being perfect, it's about being resilient. Education is not just a means to an end. It's a lifelong pursuit of knowledge and self-improvement. So next time you feel discouraged, remember why you started in the first place.
In this video, we discuss 7 practical and effective tips to rapidly improve education. Whether you're a student, teacher, or administrator, these strategies will help enhance the learning experience and academic outcomes. Stay tuned to discover actionable advice on how to elevate education quickly and efficiently. Let's work together to make a positive impact on the future of education. Are you looking for ways to improve education quickly? Here are 7 tips to help you do just that. Tip number 1. Invest in professional development for teachers. By providing ongoing training and support, educators can stay up to date with the latest teaching methods and technologies. Tip number 2. Implement personalized learning. Every student has unique needs and learning styles, so it's important to tailor instruction to meet individual needs. Tip number 3. Increase access to technology. Digital tools can enhance learning and make education more engaging and interactive. Tip number 4. Foster a positive school culture. Creating a supportive and inclusive environment can improve student motivation and academic achievement. Tip number 5. Encourage parent involvement. Parents play a crucial role in their child's education, so it's important to involve them in the learning process. Tip number 6. Focus on social-emotional learning. Teaching students how to manage their emotions and build healthy relationships can lead to overall academic success. And finally, tip number 7. Prioritize student well-being. Mental health and wellness are essential for learning, so make sure to support students' overall well-being.
Are you ready to hear the truth about education? In today's society, we often focus on grades, test scores, and prestigious universities. But is that truly what education is about? Education is not just about memorizing facts and regurgitating information. It's about fostering creativity, critical thinking, and a love for learning. It's about preparing students for the real world, where problem-solving skills and adaptability are key. Unfortunately, our current education system often falls short in these areas. Students are taught to follow the rules rather than think outside the box. They are pressured to excel academically, but lack essential life skills. As we look, it's time to reevaluate our priorities when it comes to education. It's time to shift the focus from grades to growth, from competition to collaboration. It's time to empower students to become lifelong learners, not just test takers.
Education is the foundation of our society. It shapes our future and empowers individuals to reach their full potential.
I agree, but are our education systems truly preparing students for the challenges of the 21st century?
That's a valid point. We need to constantly evaluate and update our curriculum to ensure relevance and effectiveness.
But what about the disparities in access to quality education? How can we address the inequities that exist?
It's true, not all students have the same opportunities. We need to invest in resources and support for underserved communities.
Absolutely. Education should be a right, not a privilege. We must advocate for policies that promote equity and inclusion.
And let's not forget the importance of educators. They are the heart of our education system and deserve our respect and support.
Agreed. We need to prioritize professional development and fair compensation for teachers. Their dedication shapes the minds of future generations.
Education is a multifaceted issue that requires ongoing dialogue and collaboration. Together, we can work towards a brighter future for all. So I hope you really enjoyed this podcast. Set clear goals. Define why you want to learn English and what specific skills, speaking, listening, reading, writing, you want to improve. Immerse yourself. Surround yourself with English as much as possible. Practice regularly. Consistency is key. Practice speaking, writing, listening, and reading English daily, even if it's just for a short period. Join language classes. Enroll in English language courses or find a tutor who can provide structured learning and feedback. Listen actively. Listen to podcasts, audiobooks, or watch videos with subtitles to improve your listening comprehension and familiarize yourself with natural speech patterns. Read regularly. Read books, newspapers, or online articles in English to expand your vocabulary and improve reading comprehension. Stay motivated. Keep your motivation high by celebrating small achievements and setting milestones for your progress. Be patient and persistent. Learning a language takes time and effort. Stay patient with yourself and persist in practicing regularly. By combining these strategies and tailoring them to your learning style, you can effectively improve your English language skills over time. Consistency and immersion are key factors in achieving fluency and confidence in speaking English. Now keep learning, and we will meet again in another English listening podcast.